is the real deal, and they're going up against the
all right,
team
Temple Bar Rebellion versus 5 Fears, first place North American champions last year, or sorry, last event kickoff, but Rebellion were grand finals Salt Lake City. First match I'm watching back
yesterday.
Yeah, and as Jonah mentioned on the desk, also
we saw a tough time with
7-1 victory for 5 Fears is the
5 Fears and Shopify Rebellion last stage in the BO1. 5 Fears ran over Rebellion, but Rebellion now have improved a lot since kickoff, so we'll see.
To find a map that went worse for them, that was a 7-0 versus SSG, so they've got a bit of demons when it comes to taking on 5 Fears, but I don't think they could have asked for a better location to have this battle, Parker. Night Haven Labs, maybe the best map in the arsenal for Shopify Rebellion, a 5-game winning streak here on NHL, only broken by an 8-7 loss to Falcons back at SI. So we know how good the Rebellion are on this map. It'll be a tall task for 5 Fears to topple them.
Yeah, well, the NAL ban, we're going to see a lot of Mira come out from 5 Fears, likely to replace that Waldenal.
Break the mental of Rebellion. I'm not a big self-promoter here, but Troy did come on my podcast. And
how's the colony? The colony's good, bro. The colony's good, bro.
Why this team
fell off for real, damn.
Against Dark Zero, and the biggest reason was they just lost their mental. They lost their mental against DZ and could not recover. Now, we said it multiple times.
This still counts?
You know, it was a pressure cooker for Surf, Rexon, and Ambi. It was their first time playing in a grand finals in front of a crowd like that. So obviously you have to be worried about whether they start to get a bit shaky. 5 Fears are not a team where you have to worry about their mental. So even if things are going badly, they are very capable of staying mentally in the game. If they can catch SR off guard
a good time.
early
If it was like in the middle of the game, I probably would have said no.
There's a potential for tilt on the right side of your screen, and 5 Fears can take absolute advantage of that.
You're gonna drop 30 and prove your own Spoit.
They really have to get past this first half. That's gonna be the most difficult.
5 Fears is a
Shopify Rebellion.
positive record against Rebellion, but granted that is only one game
on Night Haven Labs, and they have a 71% win rate. So a very high win rate, the highest of any of the 9 maps in the pool for SR, and also a quite large sample size to play with as well. So for SR, we know how good their attacks are on this map, on this site in particular. It just feels like they're always confident when it comes down to winning here. So 5 Fears will have to pull out something, I think, a little unexpected, a little bit crazy, something maybe a little wild to catch them off guard. They start relatively standard, though, with a Bandit and Kaid ban. They go for the mirror window here on the IT wall, and we'll be playing around this to try to lock things down.
Just assessing what Surf is doing here. You see a lot of teams will open this up, and either a Nitro Cell or an Impact will come out on the other side of it. Some teams will even be so aggressive that they can fire back. That doesn't seem to be the case here. They're just trying to take care of the mute jammer and find exactly where it's located. There we go. Target acquired. An upside down repel should handle this.
Got it. Cabana can open the wall now.
Safer passage over to that IT wall.
Rexon to Nomad off of IT.
Yeah, not a huge issue for them. They get it open, so they're going to be fine with that. Might be some impacts going their way, but it doesn't look like there was.
Ready to go for garage shake, Capital, that garage player.
They need to. What's the other dimension? That's always the question when it comes to attacking top floor of Night Haven Labs. Where else are you going to go? And it looks like Rafters
ready to fire off the rotate fired off.
Away from
Azami looking to fight it still, though.
Ideal. He's been pushed back to behind this pillar and is on a drone. So these fire
off that side, stuck on an angle.
Awkward spot.
Does he get nomaded? Rivals in the shit.
Now in a very familiar position for
dead. Good garage clip. Good garage clip.
Spoit. That's the very first kill that will happen here. Spoit
117 though. He wasted a good amount of time, low-key.
Jesse, and can now hold that cross all the way over towards IT. That'll paralyze these defenders. They are not able to move out of that position, and a very important avenue that needs to be held can no longer be held unless you get Spoit out of that position by firing back. And Spoit's aim's been pretty good since Salt Lake City, so I don't know if I'd want to take that engagement. Same with Rexon.
Great pick from Rexon. One more kill, they can go for plant.
Four is the 2 best players on this 5 Fears team yesterday.
Yeah, they kill Ambi.
Immediately traded
they
out
can just
by
go for plant now.
There goes JJ Blast
on pillar side.
And it's Foe himself in a 1v4.
Right now, SR, despite the domination that 5 Fears gave them, that was the kickoff from SR. SR looked absolutely fucking solid.
Round 1 for SR.
Absolutely fucking solid.
Yeah, beautiful little push coming through once again for the Rebellion. This is bread and and butter, right? This is the bomb site that they've attacked maybe more than any other, and they do a great job pinching into that top floor. You mentioned it with the Capitao bolts. You're easily able to take that Raptors position. Really good util from Spoit to be able to get that opening pick, and then Rexon really just cracks that round wide open, finds a couple of kills. I believe over on the connector side is where it kind of breaks that open. That's where Canadian eventually brought through the defuse kit, so did a really good job of just finding value on multiple different areas.
Why is SSG so ass? Could be just a bad start of the stage for them. Bad first, week.
2 apiece for Spoit and Rexon, and 1 for Ambi is exactly what you want to see as an SR fan.
I mean, last stage they did lose the BO.
4 offensive threats because of how passive Canadian
they lost quarterfinals to 1 of 30 in playoffs as well. So
on a map like Labs,
you have to wonder about the
Twitch or a shield operator. So far, he played Ying and is
the legitimacy of that team.
Over to Dokkaebi, so they've made some changes in the dying moments.
We'll see, Chad. I think I have a YouTube comment bookmarked on this. Hold
Bringing
on.
a traditional hard breacher and the thermite swapping off of the Hibana. Things obviously staying quite static for 5 years. They've got a lot of tools here. They've got info for themselves. They've got info denial. They've got that Thorn as well, and if Snake can have a good game, is honestly is quite commonplace for him since joining this roster. That's a great operator in his hands.
Yeah, speaking of the other Snake in this lobby, we've got Ambi jumping on that entry operator with the defuse kit as well. Ambi and Spoit love to do this, where Ambi will grab the Snake and Spoit will grab the Deimos, and it makes it really hard to hide on this bomb site.
I find it so funny Fett constantly sleeping on SSG, saying SSG isn't a top 6 NA team. Well, now they should have insane amount of potential last stage. Can't wait to see SSG proven wrong.
Around this first floor, but Shopify Rebellion.
We'll see. I mean, I'm happy either way. If SSG prove me wrong, that's great. Good for them. I like the people in SSG.
Spot every position,
but
and then if you can combine that Snake
obviously
with
tough start,
like
tough start, bro.
You can have a really good time.
We've been watching any World Cup matches, no. Unless I have people tell me to. I'm not really that into those
They've got a
sports,
couple
sadly.
players looking towards the basement too, but I don't expect them to go for any type of an execute until they have control up above.
Snake is on the run in a showdown against Spoit. Spoit amassing 2 kills. I saw the first kill, but the second? When did that come? Must have been amongst the melee towards the end of the round. They got intel on Snake as he was off site. Now back to drone work. They will go as Canadian just checks corners.
Wow, so you're not going to support your home country Korea? That's fucked up. There's a lot of control already for basement site. I mean, they can go for execute like now if they're just starting the access side.
Either a lot of players
they have a cargo stairs player.
Primary, but
yeah, breach open cargo stairs. They're going for this guy on the staircase.
Say it.
If I'm
Snake,
Canadian,
Dokkaebi,
the more
and
opportunities to land a shot, the better.
Oh my god, Ambi is moving. Oh my god, he's hopping over. They're going for a fast entry on this guy. They are decisive as fuck.
Parker, down the
That's Canadian hopping over on fucking
SMG, so you're right.
Dokkaebi right there.
Primary here in these close quarter
people have already fell back to side to counter out this.
All the roamers
player
have been
starting to
pushed
flank
back.
still.
I'm surprised 5 Fierce didn't try to take more of a fight, but I think worried about some of those aggressive intel gathering operators on the side of SR. Snake still remains, but he's up inside a cafeteria, so he's quite far from where this push is coming from for the Rebellion. They pause a little bit here at the top of the cargo stairs. What is the second step to this execute? That's my biggest question.
Yeah, you can't stall out at this current point in time. 35 seconds remain. You are living in a world of danger if you're not quick enough.
His own
Ambi
teammate.
takes down 1. Spoit is there as well. Spoit will
good
be
entry here.
retrieved.
Plant on default
No,
spot
that's
likely.
retrieved. Actually,
They have
Spoit is
Canadian
put
near
into
cargo
ground.
side. Cargo flank is coming through. They need to start
Rival
planning now
securing that
before
kill. Down goes Canadian. That does not bode well. Rexon
Canadian
now
dies,
with
but
defuse kit. His Surf is watching from above.
Surf is still denying
picked
cargo
up
side. This is
1
fine.
kill so
Flank goes down.
far.
Good.
Gets
Oh,
it
but it's ult to
down.
Surf though. Does he have
Now
vert?
in a 1v2.
Control vert
Plus
should be able to see
Canadian
it.
can be
Oh, he's
retrieved.
not gonna.
He might be able to will his
He's not
teammate
gonna
back
go
from the
vert.
dead, but they've got eyes in his direction. Surf's usually a
Gonna
good
stick it while this guy
shot,
jiggles.
but
Ooh, good
Rival's
play by
better.
good 2v1
4
actually by 5
kills
Fierce.
for
They
Rival's
jiggle it while
5
one guy
Fierce.
covers sticks it. That's good.
Answers back.
Huge
won't be watching
round
Uzbekistan
rival.
versus
That
Jordan. Might have to
C4
tune in for that one,
was
actually.
massive to be able to get that impact. Goes and finishes off Canadian. Why not? Won't be his credit for the frag, so it's not an ace, but still a huge 4K to come out there. Again, the utility to stop that plant. They didn't quite stop it. It was a millisecond away. It felt like he was going to get it in time to stop the plant from going down from, I believe, Rexon. But in the end, it just wasn't quite fast enough. That's fine, though. He secures the frags with that nitro cell. Does a really good job just in that anchor flanker position, and I think everybody on 5 Fears, frankly, do a great job at playing the clock down, Parker.
Oh, you're so
I was
cute,
so
kitty
worried
cat.
about those roamers taking gunfights against a Dokkaebi, Snake, Deimos
Well, you didn't get to yourselves. I did get to them. They're fun. Now I'm back home.
They forced
Because
the
there's a
players back,
big
but
fucking
these
storm outside
hyper-focused
apparently,
roam
and
clearing operators didn't
we're
get
all
to do
advised
their
to go
job
home
of
before we
clearing the
die.
roam.
Holy fuck, what a fucking nitro cell on the kid there.
So when you go back down to the basement, the insane nitro cell comes out, and you've got the tools that you need to
All
win
I'm
the
trying to
round.
remember,
It's
like,
close
for
on time,
kickoff-
but really well played by 5 Fears.
I think these teams on paper are pretty
I
evenly
think
matched.
the
if I'm
notable
being
victory
honest
they
with
had
you.
in
I don't
kickoff was
really
against
see a
Wildcard,
giant
right?
deficit in skills. 5 Fears were within striking distance.
And then they lost to 1 of 30. They beat Cloud9, and then they lost to DZ. They had to map off DZ, though. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Like, listen, I love the players on SSG. It's just, it's hard for me to look at what happened last stage and be like, yeah, they're making the major.
Frankly, the hate that they got
Especially
for that
after,
position
like,
is
the-
really quite
this
surprising.
week one.
I mean, there's been a lot of ink spilled
But, I mean,
on social
obviously-
media and on various community websites about the seeming hate watch that
Obviously,
happens.
they played
and I mean,
against
we even literally
a good
talked
team
about
in
it when
M80.
they for 100 Thieves, so we're just as guilty of that. But SSR team has continued to make steady improvements. Same with 5 Fears, and right now I think the stylistic matchup is very entertaining to watch.
Well, 5 Fears go back towards this top floor, Parker, and they'll make a couple of changes, but I think overall the hold will look somewhat similar. You've got Fens moving over to the Denari to try to hold down Connector. You've got Snake moving over to the Pulse.
What
trying
they
to
did
hold down
today, I know.
Electrical.
It's
Fresh
just
was hoping
like-
to see some Pulse play out of Troy, Canadian, but doesn't look like that's going to be the first one to pull it out. Instead, Snake. I think, honestly, using this to
I'm
try to
more
read
so,
for some
like,
aggressive moves. You know, he
responding
wants
to
know,
people
can I
that were
swing on
like
this
when I made
window
that
to go
roster
help
change
Connector
video
player?
and how I was
Can
rating
jump
each
out this
roster.
window to maybe go help my IT
When people
player?
were like,
You can kind of
"Fett!"
be aggressive with this and take some
What-
big moves.
But
when
what
you've
about
got the information
SSG?
from this pulse scanner.
Fett's
So
so
I really
dumb
like
because
this
he
play coming out from
SSG was
Snake.
so good last stage. Like,
Previously was running the mute in this position, and Forrest was over on the Mira, so switching things around a little bit, opening himself up to good
oh
opportunities.
my fucking god! Wait, beautiful.
How did they not clear out Rival on this position?
And he
You
gets to pick
have
up the
be
call
knowing
again?
Nizami is playing in this spot.
This
It
is a
costs
no
Surf
cappy
his
top code. They're
life.
using Doke as
Not
set
an
to
ideal
code the power
start
percent.
for
Rival
Rebellion
huge
here
pick
as
gets
90
away with it
seconds
actually.
now been
Garage
burned off
control
the
SR
clock.
though.
They finally taken
Are they
control of
running
Raptors.
Canadian
That
again?
was a position
Aqua?
familiar for Spoit all the way back 2 rounds ago, but the
Go
damage has already
Cole
been
trying to
done
get picked up by
SR.
JJ. Oh, but he didn't take it.
Aqua
Oh,
Aqua
huge
Stairs,
Aqua
another
entry.
one. It's a team
And
kill
Rival
from
TKs
He
for
falls
us. That's
right
so
after
tragic.
as well. It's a disaster.
They have
Now
Garage. They
Snake
can
answers
power out
back with
Garage
one.
here.
So
They know that's a
3v3.
two Aqua. They should power out
Toxic
Garage.
Babes
I think
force Canadian back. What a pivot
Spoit
it
has
is
the
from
right
the
concept.
Rebellion, Parker. We
Spoit
thought it
has
was
the
all
right
going to be
concept
around
in his head,
IT and
though.
Raptors,
Jay Davis,
but
he gets something
instead,
bad. Appreciate it, but
Aqua is where the
Spoit has the
plant
right
will come,
concept. He's
and
waiting for the
Canadian will
aggro
start
on
to
him.
take this space once again.
Just waiting out that gas. Forrest almost predicting
Alright, I need to say
how
for
this game
fun.
would
It's
go
not 1
in
of
his
30
tweet
anymore. It's
earlier,
for fun, chat.
saying that he was going to
For
have a
fun
really
esports.
rough
3
one.
red
So
cards
far,
already
it's
at
been
World Cup.
quite
I have
tough
no
for
idea
him.
what
The
that
best
really
player
means. I'm gonna be
on
real
5
with you.
Fears Rival was already dealt with, and now it's JJ lined up against Canadian. JJ's attention is elsewhere, and Canadian's not going to be the one to try to drop the
Close,
shield.
good
here. Really
ADS,
does
beautiful
fall
2-on-1 right
Andy,
there from the two shields. I'm
successful in his
surprised still
kill.
that they haven't powered
Burning
out Garage
time,
yet.
though, is 5 Fears' goal at the moment, as Ambi will go back onto the scanner to see where the 2 remaining players will come from. Snake and
Good
Fett.
C4 actually
Outside
stops the
box,
plant, and now they're in the
they take
driver's
down
seat. They have to
Canadian.
cross the plant
A
spot
great
now.
Play by Snake. He needs to save the round now, as Spoit and Ambi have reduced 5 Fears to a singular person.
Wow,
Shotgun
good
out, but
late round
Ambi
play from
saves
SR
the
right there.
day. Canadian was down for the count. You were a bit worried
Who the
there,
fuck
but
just fist bumped
SR
Ambi? What the fuck?
ultimately survives.
I was very worried there for a minute, Parker. It felt like Snake was going to steal that
Ambi
round
out of a
away.
basement,
His
we're
pulse
winning
play
SI?
was
Holy
excellent
shit.
on that top floor defense on Nighthaven Labs, but the coordination was just better on the side of the Rebellion. What a great call it was to pivot over towards those fish stairs to make your play, and then you saw how Canadian and Ambi were working together. I thought that was the biggest thing. They looked like one person. They were so well in sync. Ambi doesn't go for his
Seth
swing
says
until
that Ambi's for a
Canadian is already
sleepover? Holy
taking
shit,
his shield
Seth.
down and threatening his ability to go for a frag as well. Canadian starts the plant, and Ambi puts the scanner away to try to help cover Canadian. The pulse again, maybe the big wrench in their side that could have been really disastrous
Wait,
for
but
them,
didn't-
but ultimately Ambi,
I thought Super's game was down.
the team kill. This is the coordination with Canadian pulling down his shield, and then the nitro is good to stop Canadian's plants, but Ambi and Spoit are still good enough for those
AceTheHammer.com.
last
Is it
couple
back
of
up?
kills. It's a long range headshot.
As we've seen, things have changed.
Montreal
for
Major
this SR
DZ
team, and
Esports.
a big part of the way that they changed the deployment of their players was what allowed Spoit to flourish so well at Salt Lake City. It did hurt
Manchester
Surf's numbers out of everybody. And again, Surf is playing a far more passive style on this map. This is a change that Rebellion wanted. It puts Spoit in a more entry-level, or rather, entry-level sounds like I'm talking about a job here. Oh my goodness. It puts him in more of an entry role, let's put it that way. And Spoit's been doing well. I will say a bit of a finger wag for him not being fast enough.
I will say, I do like that there's a lower minimum rating. There's a bigger rating.
Bound to make mistakes. Right now, we're looking at some pretty good siege between these teams. Far from perfect, but really well matched. Rival will pick off Surf. Yet again, another early pick. This one really early, 15 seconds into the round. Rebellion without Surf, without that post-up operator, and without the Capitao, things might get a little difficult when you look at what utility remains for SR. Capitao would have played a huge role in that execute and will be unavailable.
Yeah, especially because that's your only hard breach that you were bringing as well. And, you know, we're here on Kitchen. It's maybe not the most hard breach focused site, but the freezer hatch will be staying shut the entire rounds now because they got that kill onto Surf. If they do try to reinforce some of those walls over towards lobby as well, those might be difficult to get open if you're the Rebellion.
It's a nade lineup, but it's
this has gotten a lot more hard, a lot more tough with Surf going down in this position.
It's like a nade or cap. I remember it's a nade lineup or something, but it's like low key. Like
worst possible operator you could have lost.
There's not a lot of people that get value to spawning there with the nade. But I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to learn as a pro routine.
The hatches to stay closed.
Rival is just frying with the DMR right now.
Rival 7-2 now.
Yeah, he's doing amazing.
It's been a really good start to the round for 5 Fears.
5 Fears are the real deal, and I'm hopeful that people are starting to come around to that. A lot of depth on this squad. Maybe not right now. Rival has
finally shut
7 of their 11 kills, and now he's in the ground. Forest, JJ, and Fens all held off the score sheet so far.
Does 5 Fears decide to power or not? There's a guy in sight.
Up to this point. But
Boys in sight.
Hope springs eternal.
Ambi has a huge lure
for these 4 remaining players to net some kills.
Ambi gets his, Canadian gets his. It's just an Ambi Canadian show actually right now.
We find Forest's first kill.
No, 5 Fears is not linking up at all on any of these gunfights.
Just about everybody as he and Canadian lock in. Forest does ultimately get
crazy
one,
that fucking SR brought that back. 5 Fears need a timeout right about now.
Their lead will grow.
Appreciate it.
You know, Parker, if I could have a dream job that wasn't casting Rainbow Six Siege, I think my dream job would just be sitting behind Ambi and watching him do what he does best every single round, no matter what, because
they're not playing together at all.
Stupidly good in these ridiculous situations where
got my food.
he
Time
basically
to be a big back.
has to frag or they lose the round. I mean, that started so badly for Shopify Rebellion. They instantly lose their Capitao. Rexon goes down not long after. It feels like in the 5v3, the Rebellion don't have any good answers. But Ambi just says, what if I have the answer? Walks up with the snake, finds that first frag onto the player close on the doorway. At the same time, Canadians fragging a bit too. I think he got 2 kills in the midst of that round. So it's like all aspects that are needed to come alive for the Rebellion come alive in that moment. And it really does just work together off of some really big gunplay moments. Maybe if you want to be critical, you could say 5 Fears took a few more gunfights than they had to. You saw the Clash putting that shield down and trying to go for an aggressive move. But playing aggro against Ambi, I mean, there's no easy way to play against that guy. Sometimes they're just going to hit nasty shots, and there's really not a lot you can do about it.
This is something that was said almost derisively about SR was, you need Ambi to have a life game. Oh, you need Surf to have a life game. Oh, you need Spoit to do the same. And I mean, hey, yeah, I mean, that's great. And obviously you don't want to structure your entire team around that. But when one of those players is popping off, the way Ambi has done in a couple rounds now, it's really challenging to shut them down. And not that 5 Fears don't have a good amount of weapons on their squad. Obviously, Snake has been doing very well. Rival's having a good game. Fens was their top-rated player yesterday. But I say this with respect. I don't think any of them match up to the capabilities that Ambi has. And again, Ambi doesn't get all these kills alone. He usually gets these as a byproduct of his team. So if you've got Ambi firing on all cylinders, you're going to need a team effort from 5 Fears to shut him down. And given that Forest just got his first kill and JJ and Fens are yet to find theirs, it really hasn't been much of a team effort from 5 Fears, and that is the concern.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned
never
Forrest
mind, they
there,
got my order
Parker.
wrong,
Laxton
chat.
talked about it on
I'm
the
the
desk, but
big
he went
back.
12
Double up on
1
big backing.
yesterday. As far as my numbers go back, that was the single best game
Yes,
of Forrest's career.
I haven't had
My
lunch.
numbers only go back to the start of
fucking
last in Rainbow
starving.
Six Siege, and he was a pro before then, so I can't say definitively it's the best game he's ever played, but it's hard to beat 12-1, I'll tell you that. For him to not be showing up to the same extent here today, I think definitely partly explains the result we're seeing in front of us, with 5 Fears struggling to take down the Rebellion. He'll be playing top floor and electrical right now, but I don't know if the Rebels really care. Lots of pressure coming in from outside the map. They get the IT breach open, does Surf, and then balls the pick onto Rival. Best player from 5 Fears falling early in round 5.
I mean, Rival was going for those opening picks multiple times, right, Jesse? And he was successful to surf out of action in rounds 3 and 4. It didn't ultimately do much beyond getting that first pick because the rounds were still won by SR. I guess the way it was is you get the first, you surrender the first pick of your Shopify Rebellion, and then you end up winning the round. How does it work the other way? They got the first pick. Do they give the round to 5 Fears? A puzzling one.
I'm gonna say probably not. Not with continue to rack up the van count.
Okay.
Anything's possible, but this feels very good right now for the Rebellion.
They got lots of time to play with here, Jesse. Still half the round to go.
One player on each floor, too.
Yesterday, JJ went 1 and 4. And we said we didn't really want to drag him too much because it was the rest of the team was just killing everybody. Now JJ's 0 and 5, and I mean he's at least being somewhat involved in these altercations. Just not really finding it the way he needs to. Fens will get on the board himself. His very first kill in round number 5, a bit late, especially with how good Fens was yesterday. If you watched the game yesterday, he was playing under the alias MF. Forrest was playing under Foe. Big props to Ubisoft for fixing all of the names. That includes the freak show that was the Cloud9 names. I believe they've all been fixed for today's match.
The C4 playing underneath the pulse. Those are smokes for the plant spot. C4 to the arc up.
Canadian smokes. Is he gonna
does the plant spot on the bomb chassis. Here comes the shot in midair. No. Oh my god, he actually dodges it?
Ultimately, it will miss.
But that is fucking
calls
guts.
come in, and Canadian now will need better protection. As time is
Guys,
just
wait for his
continuing
teammate to
run
get
out.
back on
There's
covering him, but they
discomfort
have
here
Vert.
from SR. They don't seem to
Rexon
like
kills
this
him from
setup.
Vert.
Canadian will now attempt
Good.
it yet again.
Nick gets
Rexon
his.
guns down Fens.
Dude, these
Canadian
end rounds.
with
These
a
end
rare
rounds
kill.
from
He's
5
got
Fears are
3
just
so
so
far.
fucking good. Or
And
sorry,
now
from
Snake to
SR.
head onto the main floor. Shotgun
Low
out,
man
the
count, the
replay
fundamentals on the
into
end rounds from
absolutely
SR are
needed.
absolutely
Canadian
insane.
will successfully pull off the defuse kit, and 3 players from
Holy
SR
shit.
will try to lock out Snake. Spoit credited with the kill, and SR continuing this rampage in the first half of Labs.
They're so good at this map, Parker. It can't be overstated.
Yeah, what were you racing to
Canadian
stop me the
really
other day?
does
'Cause
win
Con stopped
that
and called me the
3v3
C
for
word,
his
bro, and I
team.
wasn't
They do
gonna
a
let that
really
fly.
good job of biding their time.
I wasn't gonna let that
I think
fly.
They
I
knew
had
there was
to
a pulse
strike
down
back.
below. I didn't see for sure if they got a
I
hard
had to
ping
strike
on
back,
Snake or
chat.
whatever, but they definitely were playing as if they were aware somebody was below, specifically the pulse feeding that information.
God
I was
shit
weirded out a bit by
spot.
Canadian taking so long to go for that plant.
Did you
but
meant?
he's kinda
Did
trying
you mean
wait
to
out
say
that-
good
that
shot,
nitro cell. He
Spoit?
was waiting for it
Is
to come
that-
through. He starts the plant. He fakes it a little bit.
Is that what you
just
wanted to
get
say
that
right
nitro
there? Is that
cell
what you
come
wanted to
out,
say, bro?
And then eventually, once it gets tossed by Snake,
That
that's
problem
when he
was they
commits
took us to
fully that
Labs.
plant going down. Some
Who's
really good
us?
angles from Rex in the midst of that. Spoit as well got a big kill early on, and then that final fragment of
Oh,
Snake
5
after the round
Fears.
was
Oh,
more or less
SR.
won already.
I thought you
Really
saw
beautiful
4
stuff.
fun.
It just feels
Okay,
like
chat. From now on, if we're talking
Parker,
about
this is the
4
best
fun,
map the Shopify Rebellion
do
played.
FF. If we're talking about
Five-game
5
win streak,
Fears,
they're
do
the
5F.
best
You
Nitro
heard?
team, I would say,
5F
in the world.
equals
And
5
5
Fears.
Fears, I
FF
think we
equals
need a
4
little
fun.
bit more
Okay,
from them
that's
if
the
they
2
were gonna
teams.
challenge
Okay,
SR on such a
5F.
dominant turf for them.
Yeah, I mean,
I was in ranking with Elmo, Shaiko, and
if
some
you
guy
look
from
at
Geek and
SR's
got hacked in for no
rating
reason.
on
What if I
this
get banned?
map,
I got match
there is a
replaying
chance where
clips.
you
If
can
you're
say,
not
you know
cheating,
what,
it'll be
we've
fun.
got-
You can make an appeal to Ubisoft, it'll be fun.
I don't want to say the word. What did they call it? Hog Nation was, I think, the correct term that was being used by our social media people in Salt Lake City.
Ubisoft, guys,
If you say,
Ubisoft
hey,
can't
man, you know,
actually
we're
ban
the
you
leaders of
unless
Hog
they
Nation here.
actually have a reason
We're
to.
gonna let our hogs fly. You can take SR to their map and beat them. That is one hell of a statement. And after the way 5 Fears have been playing, maybe they suspected that we've got an idea. Right now, it's
Like,
certainly looks
I've given
like
them
an idea,
really
but
sus
not
clips,
necessarily
and they'd be
a
like,
good one
do you
at
have,
that. But
like,
again,
4
there's a
more of
second
those?
half to this map. So maybe
Like,
5 Fears
trust me.
fortunes change when they get to attack.
They
Maybe
can? No,
they're
they
just
can't, bro.
not
Y'all,
quite the
you
defender
guys have
team
no
on this
idea
map
what
that they
happens
hoped
behind the scenes,
for.
and neither do
Problem
I.
is
But I'm just
that
saying, like,
you got to keep this gap close. Even if you
they
are
have to
attacking
have like
team of
another
5
data
and a
point,
half,
like your
that is
IP
very hard
address
to
is
come
played
back
another
from,
account.
no matter your comfort level.
Like that is
Yeah, I
banned.
agree 100%.
You know,
This is such a critical round
I've
for
given
5
them
Fears to
clips
win.
where
The
it's
good
like, I
news
think
is
this
they've gone
guy's
back to
cheating,
the
and they're like,
basement.
well, we
The one
don't.
site
So
that they were successful
you need to give us
earlier
more
on
clips,
here in
or else
this
we can't
match.
make a decision
If
off
the
that.
Rebellion win it, they will have won all 4 sites and attacking World Tour on night.
Yeah,
eight,
man,
which
just you
cements
guys look
how
at a
good
bunch of
they
like
are
tweets.
really attacking onto this
So
map.
many people
But
get
it's not gonna
false
be a simple
banned.
round for the
Smurf.
Rebellion
Oh,
either,
yeah, that's
Parker. They've
smurfing.
got lots to deal with inside the site. They've
That's not
successfully thrown
false
out
banning.
JJ
That's
on this Azami.
that's
Trying to play
that's a
close
thing
in
that
towards
gets
the
banned in
breach.
this
Not
game.
really a heavy roam game either, because this focus is really
But I'm
just
saying,
on
like, they
site.
usually always have a
Fett
reason.
speeding up could also be a difference maker in and of itself. You're still really suffering through.
You're talking, yeah,
a
Connor. You're
wealth
talking
of
about,
kills.
you're
JJ
talking about
0, Forest 2,
false
Fenn,
bans,
and
bro.
even Snake's only got 4
Smurfs.
at this point. If Rival hadn't
People
single
get banned for nothing.
on 5 Fears earlier and done some serious damage to
Like what? Give me an example. Give me an example,
Connor.
Connor. Give me an example, bro.
In the rounds. Then
How could they
maybe
have
5
proof
Fears
that someone's
has a fighting
smurfing?
chance
Okay.
here, but it's just,
So when
it's-
Spoit does
your
his
guys
ban
are going up
ban
against
speedruns,
really good
okay?
players. You have to
When
go up
Spoit
against a
has the
Spoit and
banned
enemy, both
account
of whom are
speedrun,
shooting.
he buys the
Good
account,
luck. Every
right?
team in the league
He buys
knows
the
how tough
account,
that can be. And so far it's really
and then
benefited this
it
SR
goes
squad.
from like a level
Fight for
50
Rival.
account
This is
in
critical for him
Russia
to win, but he can't
that
do
plays
it.
nothing
Spoit
like
beats him and he
Spoit
evens the numbers back
to
up
all
at
of a
4.
sudden
That's such
having a
critical
2
pick.
KD
Now,
and like a
Canadian does get
90%
down in the midst of
headshot rate.
this. Was I believe pushing in
That's what they
towards
go.
Garage. This player inside of Warehouse gonna be
Spoit's
a big
videos are a
factor.
perfect
Here comes
example.
Spoit
Exactly.
to win this fight, but can't do it either. Every important pick that Spoit
But I'm saying that's
needs
like
to win
that's
to
against
keep his
TOS.
team
You can't buy
competitive in this
accounts.
round. He has been winning 35
Known
seconds
people
for
have been
all
banned when
his
they didn't
fights.
cheat. Okay,
They've
but
got
can
the
you give me an
numbers.
example?
Canadian picked back up
Like
by
Spoit?
Rexon.
I just
Spoit
explained the
hoping to
Spoit
break
example
digits
to you.
here as out goes a logic
What about
bomb.
Muda?
Still
He had a
two in
banned
back
account from
pocket to
7 years ago. We
harass
found that in the
remaining
PC check.
players on 5 Fears. The 3 players remaining on 5 Fears all have the lowest kill total. That is not something you
Shaika
usually
was never
like
banned
to
off the
see.
game. He was banned
Still
from
winnable,
competing.
though. At any
That's
moment,
that's
you know
a
the
comp ban
impact
is different
they
from an
can
in-game
have.
ban.
The opportunity just needs to present itself, and it almost does. Unfortunately,
I'm just answering questions,
followed
Jedi.
by
I'm
the
like,
side,
look,
and
I'm
it's all
not
up
pissed
to
at you guys. I'm just
JJ
saying,
to
like,
shut this down.
I don't realize that you guys. I don't think you guys realize how misinformed you are. That one kid, got Bodhi. Okay, yeah. So exactly. So this is the best example. This is the best example. So Ubisoft banned that kid because that kid had a Smurf account. Like that kid's account was associated with another banned account, which is against TOS. But then they did some deeper digging and found out that that guy particularly did not ever play on that account. So they didn't get banned because Bikini Bodhi said something. They got banned because Ubisoft did their own investigation. That's a perfect example. And then Ubisoft literally said, yo, that's our fault. Like, it was never because of Bikini Bodhi's clips. But, like, obviously because Bikini Bodhi goes through the match replay, it looks bad on him. But it's like, what actually happened was an account link that they found.
The Shopify Rebellion team, when they let themselves go, they can just hit 1, 2, 3, 4.
Holy shit, Spoit's 10-1.
Problem, and it sets them up for success.
Absolutely, and for me also on that attack,
Macy J, yeah.
they were playing so
Yeah, but that was like fucking 5 years ago. I'm talking about right now.
Stopping any bit of aggression that 5 Fears.
I mean, yeah, sure. Okay, you're right, Connor. 5 years ago, you would get randomly banned for some bullshit on accident. There. My fault, you're right.
It was a little unnecessary from there, a little small mistakes from them. But I mean,
Thank you for the sub, X-Pac.
there was that big clutch from Rival. That
Swag Daddy, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 get the bro. Appreciate you, man. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much for the 5 get the bro. Appreciate you.
Like that, because as much as they are getting stomped, Rival has definitely been trying to rival his opponents here, and this was a very.
But I'm just saying, like, nowadays, there's usually a reason. So you shouldn't be scared of going against pros, getting hackusated. And, like, if you've never, ever cheated on Siege in your entire life, you shouldn't be scared, is what I'm trying to say. Yes, sir. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you, man.
This next side, sure, it's looking grim right now, but they do know their strengths have always came from their attacking half. So hopefully we start.
Prime Mike Tyson better than Prime Goofy. Nah, I think if he wins that in the boxing ring. Who got banned? I'm late to the season. No, no one got banned. I'm just saying there was a guy in my chat that was like, yo, I just went to get some pros, and they thought I was cheating. Am I gonna get banned? I'm scared. And I was like, these days you shouldn't be scared unless you cheated in the past, or you bought your account, or you're actually cheating. Like if you've never ever cheated or bought an account, you're fine. You should be fine.
Obviously, they're gonna, and I speculated maybe a pulse. I doubt a pulse will happen. And
well,
neither.
At the mid half, if we're both
That's
wrong,
the point I was trying to make.
ban, we don't see a pulse ban.
Now, if you're talking about 5 years ago, yeah, sure. 5 years ago, the ban algorithm randomly would
I
get
think
you.
they're just gonna try to control flow, especially for flanks from Rival, flanks from Snake. I think they're gonna try to put pressure on there to just kind of keep everyone.
Unmod Ice Cold. A word?
Flanks from Ambi. Sorry, my fault. Completely lost.
Do you think Alma was rattled because you went 1 and 5 in terrible lobbies? I think he always does that.
Here, this is going to be a complete reversal of the score.
Right, Muda?
Shopify Rebellion, not too
Did
long
you
ago,
forget
so a
what
lot
happened?
for them left to do, guys.
He had a banned account from 7 years ago.
I'm glad the desk is having a lot of fun. Obviously, our well wishes go out to Fox.
What about ban association? That means if you cheated in the past. Like if you cheated on a different account in the past.
While he's hopefully back home and in a better spot,
Oh,
it is nice
okay.
to see both Leo and Jack join us and be able to put their voices to the North America League. And of course, Laxing's chemistry with both has been great so far. So thanks so much, guys, and I hope you're all having a great time.
Chat is rage baiting. I know Saku Majiro is a rage baiter.
From just purely a fun standpoint, this has been a very fun.
Watch your
game.
major win with the Beast. I appreciate you, man.
Competitive, Jesse.
Yeah, 5 Fears are going to really need to lock in here on the attack. I think with their operator bans, they've been really targeting a couple players in specific. The Azami ban, of course, targeting Spoit. This is the only operator that he plays here on the top floor, so it's not going to be a huge shock to see that getting taken out.
How old are you?
And then
24.
the mirror ban as well. This is Rexon's most common operator, but it's his most common operator because you almost always see a Kaid bandit ban for Nighthaven top floor. So with Kaid open, Rexon will stay.
Yeah, you banned Mira Azami instead, notably for probably like an easier garage take, but the flex reinforcements and the bolt now is going to be a lot, especially with Maverick. Yeah,
this Kaid play
especially
being
Maverick
brought out by Rexon.
with C4.
We'll see
But
the
I guess
walls
no
getting
Mira
opened up
here,
now,
so I guess it
even
doesn't
if they
matter.
are slow and steady for the Rebels.
Capital,
Of course, they
Nomad
ban
ban,
out
Rebellion.
Nomad, which is the
Perfectly
primary
read
operator
out
played by
5 Fears.
Snake
Those
on
are
this
two
site, and the Capital, which has been Forrest's
Raptors
favorite
taking
operator
operators.
here on Nighthaven.
I'm just looking at how fragging stacks up against fragging. You know, we say it a lot with Canadian. When he's not in a position to get kills, it's because of the way he's used, right? If he's constantly playing
Comments on
Monty
the
with shield
allegations
up,
of you cheating years
he's not
ago?
gonna
Dude,
get
I
kills 'cause
wish
he's
I
not
had cheating
trying to.
allegations. I was
Look
way
at
too
somebody like
ass,
JJ.
bro.
JJ is in a very similar
If I got cheating
position when
allegations,
he
that
is
would mean
playing
I'm
certain
actually be
operators.
good
But
enough
in
to
this
get
particular
allogated,
map,
bro.
No, he's just been left in very unwinnable spots where
I'm
he
ass.
can probably get a desperation kill before getting
I'm
dragged
shit,
down.
sadly,
but he's
bro.
getting, you know, mobbed
Sad
by
days,
2,
bro.
3
I was never good at
really
Siege, never
good
will be good at
aggro gunners
Siege.
on Rebellion time and time
Some
again.
things are just
so-
never meant to be, bro.
Again, it's not that they're necessarily having a
Using
bad
Dokal primarily
day,
to clear
it's
this
that
out.
they're running into better players.
I mean, are
and
they
those
able to
better
spam
players are
Call of the
making them
Clash
look like they're
here?
having a
Someone
bad day,
told
which
me
is
it
frankly
only
like
does
credit to
10
Ambi
damage
and
to
Spoit
Clash.
with the way they're playing.
For some reason,
more
I
than
don't
it is
believe
a,
that's
you know,
true.
a wag
I
of the
swear to
finger
God, I
for
thought I
JJ
saw it
is
get.
right.
Yeah, he has to pick. Oh my God, dude, that's gonna kill him. No.
Comes the track straight
One
on
demo
Canadian
shot?
playing the Clash.
He has to pick up the
Desperate predicting
phone?
some operator bans. I thought
Oh
they might
my
ban the
God,
Clash
just
inside of
gets it
5
in
years.
time. That's
Canadian
crazy.
plays so much
Nade goes
Clash
out on him.
this map,
Wow,
but they've got
wow, wow,
answers.
wow.
Great shot by
Demo's
Snake
track
to
on the
take him
Clash,
down.
shooting from underneath,
Unfortunately,
nade
both
onto him,
captains
has to
have
pick up the
fallen. We saw
phone.
the earlier frag
What a
onto
fucking
JJ
clip!
Blast
What a
going
fucking clear!
007
What a fucking clear
here
under
in
the fucking
round
Clash!
7 of Nighthaven. You can pick up
Holy
that
shit.
diffuser and the wall is open, so it's not like the game is completely gone for 5 Fears, but they're still in a tricky spot. They don't really have control of Connector, and they don't have control of Fish either.
I do like
Don't
that they've got
answer? Yeah, but
Raptors,
I
admittedly
thought
not
it
being
does
actively
40 damage to
controlled
Clash.
by Rebellion,
Like,
so it
okay,
shouldn't be too
chat.
much of a dogfight.
Someone
to take
lied
care
to me
of
the
that
other day
part
and
of
said it
the
only
map.
does 10 damage
When
to
Rebellion
Clash
was on attack,
if it
you
blows
saw
up
how
on them.
badly
I feel
they
like that's a
needed to
lot.
capture Raptors. Now it's Fenn's in that position as Ambi is taking down Rival, and Fenn's almost dies.
Oh my God.
And then will do
Good
so.
poster by Rexon here.
SR on a full court press right now, and Snake just managing to evade them. He's got a track, but Surf has the intel better.
Literally
and 6-1
massacre by
for
SR. Holy moly.
5 Fears are having a day they want to forget. I'm certain of that. Business as usual for the second best team out of Salt Lake City.
We were hoping the attacks would be better for 5 Fears on this map, but unfortunately, Parker, they're just tripping over the basics. They chose to ban the Mira. They chose to leave open the Kaid with the goal of playing the Maverick, and still, that wall took over a minute and a half to fully get opened. JJ was facing a lot of pressure over on that IT breach, and he spent a long time trying to break it open. Here's the replay, ends up just eating a Nitro Cell. Bad place to jump on drones. They had very little map control when going for this execute. Nobody ever pressured the connector side, and it was only Snake that ever pushed his way up Aqua. And by the
Like,
time
don't
Snake
take
got there, the
SR
rest
to
of his
lab.
team was
5
dead.
years
I
of
mean,
the
he
best
was
lab
so
team
late
in
taking
NA
that
too.
space, so
I would not
they
know,
lose
but
a
yeah,
lot
I
of
guess
time on the
SR on
walls.
labs
They
is fucking
really go for
unchallengable.
quite a
They're just so
one-dimensional
fucking
push
good at
on the
labs.
side of 5 Fears, and Shopify Rebellion, they simply shut it down as they make those big swings happen.
In the day, people gotta realize play R6. There's rules you must follow. If you break the rules, face the consequences. The player must face responsibility and know the rules and follow them up. Doesn't matter about your heroes in the game. Yeah,
It
true.
was 7-1. Don't forget when these teams
true.
last met in kickoff. That time 5 Fears were the victor. How good would the revenge be if you could do the exact same scoreline back at them?
Are there any other games today? Yeah, DZ plays as well.
Are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Great. Unless that was, of course, a rhetorical question, and then I don't. You weren't actually looking for me to answer it.
You know what? I always am listening for your feedback, Parker. I'm interested in what you have to say.
100% not true.
But of course it's true. I love hearing what you have to say.
Jesse, what have I told you about minions?
That you love minions.
I have
okay,
said
but
the exact. I have said the
that's
exact
the
opposite.
different. That's different because you're in denial. I know that you love minions.
Oh, of
and-
course. Yeah, of course. You'd rather speak for me. You'd erase my voice.
Yeah, well, you're embarrassed about it, and I'm happy to tell the world.
While we take some time to just go off topic a bit, because this game is very quickly running away for the Rebellion, Jesse loves to send me gifs of minions from, like, Despicable Me, and I don't understand why, and I don't like them, but he is assured I do.
I just feel it's part of your culture.
I don't know what
Much-
that means. Okay.
Much like the Clash is part of Canadians' culture, and he's going to be feeling relatively attacked as his shield just got blown up. So he is forced only to play with the SMG now on this top floor defense, right above the bomb site of storage. So this is going to be a little bit awkward for the captain of the Rebellion. Maybe the best, well, not a big statement, but the best attack we've seen from 5 Fears so far today.
Everybody's still alive with half of the round to go.
Garden
I mean,
across,
this is just
roam
the Rebellion
clear.
at this point, just kind of waiting for them. If you're JJ, you don't want to go
Ooh,
out of
bad
this match
mapping.
without a kill.
Bad
Forrest so far
mapping,
is dead
JJ.
on with his guess. He had a
007
terrific
JJ.
game
This guy's looking like
yesterday. He
James
and
Bond out
Fens
here.
were
What the
both top
fuck?
5 players after their matchup against
Lurk?
Outlast, but I
Ooh,
fear
to the
look at where they would
basement.
be
Oh, they're
right
looking for
now
the guy in the
and
basement?
fear
Or
where
are they looking
might
to go
end
up cargo
being at the end of
stairs?
the day. Forrest so far with only
They think
2
there's like a pulse in the
kills
basement?
at this current point in time. JJ had a single kill yesterday. Right now,
Oh,
it's 0.
Rexon's aware of
Rexon
that?
will
That is
take down
crazy.
Fens. He flattens
That
him in
and
the
he
hallway
fucking-
and hits him with the question mark. in
Question
all
mark,
chat.
holy shit.
From bad to
He's
worse
aware of that,
for
it's
5
crazy, bro.
Fears With a minute still left to go.
Just on a solo
Then you're just
play,
chilling up
Fens
top with the
hunting
Clash,
for
dude.
anything,
Clash
but
inside
they
of
don't have
IT
great
with that
information
vert
on
is
the
just
side of
nuts,
5
bro.
Fears. You saw Forrest hunting for players down in the basement.
Or
but
not IT,
nobody's
sorry,
down
server,
there.
but he moves
Still
into
full
IT to
top
get the
floor
window
control
vert.
for the side of the Rebellion. Less than a minute to
Oh, and
go.
he
They're
knows
almost
there's a
getting
guy
bored
outside,
here as
too,
Surf goes for
on
a swing
fourth
onto the
window.
cargo window, but
It looks like
things
this
better
game's
have
over.
backed
A
off as
slaughter
the
from
players dying
Rebellion.
around him.
Never ever
Again,
take them.
Surf
Not
playing a
him in
more
labs. They're
passive
just
role,
way
allowing
too
Spoit to
comfortable on
flourish,
this
and he's
map.
got 10 kills, so all things are working out really effectively. Canadian will go negative if this ends in this round, as he's now sitting on 4 and 5. The big threat from 5 Fears is gone, so now Snake will need a big
I mean, does
game.
that
He's
smoke his own
usually
teammate?
one of the
Oh, he's
weapons
chilling.
for this team.
Need nade.
Sluggish
No
in his
nade for
numbers
Forrest here.
compared
Hard to
to
put
his
this guy out.
contemporaries. 5 Fears are stalling out.
Player
at this current
close
point in time,
sight.
Jesse.
JJ,
There's
ooh,
15
shut down from
seconds
Burt.
left, and there feels like there is no urgency whatsoever. JJ Blast in the ground, Snake on the board. Forrest will
5
find
seconds.
one as well, but they're running out of
Case.
time. Forrest, no
Case
defuse
is all the
kit,
way over there,
and the
GG.
clock will eventually strike
Easy
0.
game from
GG's
Rebellion.
already
Holy
in the
moly. And
chat.
ever since that,
Rexon will get the kill before
ever
the clock
since
sends us away.
Salt
How
Lake City
about an
SR
easy
looked like they
day
found their
for the
form.
Rebellion. Spoits W says it all.
Super simple
7-1
gameplay.
for the team that made it to the finals.
Solid
the
stuff.
SLC major didn't win, but I was not aware that they were playing together. They were
Wait,
Chicago
wait,
boys,
they'll
so I
Surf-
guess it
Surf
stands
and
to
Ambient playing the
reason.
same
Huge
house?
for SR 5
Shit.
Fears. They're not gonna be looking back too far.
Do they live together now? Shit, did he move in together?
Certainly not, Parker.
Oh,
It's
shit.
going to be a dominant win for
I was like,
our
who's
second
fist
place
bumping him?
major
It's fucking
team,
Surf.
Shopify Rebellion. Exactly what they needed. Starting stage 1 strong with 2 wins in a row.
Oh, he like landed on a shield.